Hey guys, it's Christy, and in today's Vlogmas video, yes, I am continuing Vlogmas. Go figure. I know I said I would only do days 1 through 17 since my birthday was on the 17th, but I did continue it, and I did it so that I could do a couple more collabs, not necessarily box swaps, but collabs. And why am I so orange? That's better. Got rid of the orange screen. Normally it doesn't look so orange, but for some reason it was looking super orange. So I looked like an Oompa Loompa. So for this collab, I created, it's called What I Like About You Collaboration. So the goal was, I think I'm just gonna read this to you so you know exactly how it went. I invited a bunch of people to it, and here's what I said. I said, you will be assigned one person to get to know via watching their videos, following them on Instagram, and or following them on Facebook. Once you feel like you have gotten to know them, you will record a video answering the below questions about them. During your video, you will need to list all the channels participating in this collaboration and of course tell everyone who you got. Please include the links to all the channels in your description of your video. This is a secret until the day we post, so if you start interacting with the person, be discreet. Don't just ask the questions listed. This is giving you a little bit of insight of how I prepare my collaborations with people and what I say to them, because you guys know that I am the collab queen apparently, so I will keep reading. The reason for this collab and the intention behind it is for all of us to get to know each other better. Though it seems easy to get to know someone, you don't truly know them until you really invest in the time getting to know them. Once our videos are posted, I encourage all of you to watch all the videos, as well as hope that you will encourage your followers to watch them to get to know other channels. You honestly never know where you might find a new friend. I will randomly assign you a person, but do my best to assign you someone you do not already know well. If you feel you know the person too well, let me know and I will do my best to switch the person out. For example, I wouldn't assign myself with one of my partner channels or with one of the ladies from Spilling the Disney Tea, because I already know them well and talk to them pretty much daily. I will not switch the person out just because you don't want that person. This is a way to get to know one another. Please post your videos on December 18th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, and 8 a.m. Pacific. Okay, so with that said, I'm gonna tell you who I got and then answer the questions to the best of my ability. I will say my person live streams a lot, and I miss a lot of his live streams. So I had to go back and rewatch his live streams. He's also live streaming with a group of people. Some of my answers I did get from those live streams, but he was actually a lot harder than I expected, because I guess it's because of the live streams, because you know when you get in a live stream you kind of just go off on tangent and talking about other things if you've got people in your live stream with you. So that being said, let's just go ahead and go on to the questions, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I do think I got to know him pretty well. I thought I knew him decently beforehand, but I feel like I did get to know him just a bit more. So number one, if you were to meet your person in person, what would you want to chat about? We know Disney, but specifically what? My answer, and I did type everything out because I didn't want to forget of what I was going to answer, because I did fill these out as I was watching videos. My answer was, I would ask Jim. I got Jim, did I say that? I got Jim from More Sunshine Please. I would ask Jim some specific questions about editing, what programs he uses, and any tricks and tips. His videos have really nice touches to them, and his editing is really good. So that's what I would ask him. I would talk about just like his editing, what he does, what other programs he uses, just different things like that. So number two, after getting to know your person by pretty much internet stalking them, what did you find out about them that keeps you coming back to see more? Examples: I love how authentic they are. how they have great style, they have amazing pin unboxings, etc. There can be more than one thing. Don't be afraid to elaborate. So that was the question. I really like his humor. It's pretty dry, but just the right amount of dry. He's hysterical. He'll say funny things that are kind of undertone, so you can't really tell that they're funny unless you just kind of click and get it. So it's very dry. It's very some of it's pop culture humor, which a lot of people don't get pop culture humor. Not a whole lot of it is, but some of it is. I've caught some of them where he's like blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get that. So he is very funny in a dry way, but not too dry. So number 3, if you were able to determine where your person is from, what would you like to do with your person if you visited their hometown? If you were not able to find out where your person was located, what would you most likely like to do with this person at the parks? Example, ride TOT, shop, go drinking, etc. Explain your answer. So for me, I feel like I grew up vacationing in Tampa, and he lives in Tampa. I'm not sure that's where he's from, but that's where he lives. So I would probably like to experience the locals aspect of Tampa, because I only know the tourist areas of Tampa. And then also, I think going to the parks and riding rides with him would be funny, because some of his POV videos where he's riding the rides, his facial expressions are hysterical, and that would be so funny to see in person. Number 4, if given the opportunity to celebrate your person's birth, what would you do, location and or money aside? I said I think I would create a trivia themed scavenger hunt for him, kind of like escape room, but a scavenger hunt. He does a really good job making his picture quiz videos, so I think he would enjoy a scavenger hunt. By the way, Disney, get on that. It's Disney themed escape room. Number 5, when thinking about your person's personality, what is the first word that comes to mind? Please elaborate a little. And I said humor. I mentioned this in number 2. I like his humor. It's dry. It's not a lot of people get dry humor, but it's the best kind of humor. So he is humorous to me. Also teacher. Teacher comes to mind too, because he's a teacher. And number 5, if your person were to come across an injured animal on the side of the road, house animal, not something real dangerous, what do you think they would do? My answer is I think they'd do the grown-up thing and call animal control to come help the animal, rather than trying to help an injured animal himself, which can be dangerous. Unless, of course, it were to be Orange Bird. He'd help Orange Bird and then maybe keep him as a pet for himself. All right, number 7. If you and your person were to have a friend's evening out anywhere, what would you plan for your person that you know would make their evening a blast while you also still enjoy your evening? And I guess I just kind of duplicated that answer, because I said a Disney escape room. A Disney escape room. Disney, get on it. We need this in our lives is what I put in there. So it's kind of going back to the other one about what I would do for their birthday. Number 8, if given the opportunity to be anything they want and do anything they want, what do you think your person would want to be and do? And I said I would think he'd still be a teacher, maybe a movie editor. He has really good editing skills. Number 9, man, I made a long list, did I not? It's been 10 minutes already. Number 9, if you could pick one song, any song that represents your person, what would it be and why? I had a really hard time with this one. I couldn't pick like a song, and then I heard him mention this song in one of his live streams, so I'm going with this. I love those G-I-N-G-L-E bells, which is Frank Sinatra. It's called Jingle. I think it's called Jingle. It may be Jingle Bells, but I think it's just Jingle by Frank Sinatra. And he mentioned that when he was a kid, his mom would play it on the record player and that he would listen to it, and it was either the first or the last song on the track. And when it played through, it always had like a gap in time. So instead of it just being seamless to the next song, there was a period of wait time and then it came on, and that was the most memorable for him. Number 10, what celebrity would play your person in a movie and why? This one was also hard for me, which is funny. It's like the ones relating to celebrities and music was the hardest for me, which I thought would be the easiest. But I picked Ben Stiller. And I've picked Ben Stiller because I feel like they have a lot of the same mannerisms that would be pretty easy for Ben to play Jim. And look, they both have three-letter names, Ben and Jim. No, but seriously, they do have a lot of the same mannerisms. They don't necessarily look like each other, but they have a lot of the same mannerisms, which is why I picked Ben Stiller. Number 11, what flavor of ice cream do you think would describe your person and why? I picked pumpkin spice. The only reason I picked it is because all through like October and November, he was doing taste testing of pumpkin spice everything. And he happened to mention, I believe in one of his live streams, a pumpkin spice ice cream. So that's the only reason I picked pumpkin spice. Number 12, do you know if your person has any phobias? If so, what are they? Actually, I'm not really sure. I didn't come across anything other than his jokes. He did say he didn't like certain things, but he didn't really specifically say I have a phobia, which I do have a phobia of clowns and slugs, and I know that's really weird. And uneven numbers. I hate uneven numbers. I like even numbers. I don't know why. It's weird. I get it. I'm weird. But I didn't really come across any phobias that he had, so I don't know. I don't know if he has phobias. Let's see, where are we at? At 13, do you know your person's favorite park? If so, what is it? I don't really know. I wasn't really sure. He seemed to like a lot of the parks, but I'm actually gonna go with Animal Kingdom. Only because he just gives me the vibe of an Animal Kingdom kind of guy. Number 14, which is the last one, gotta have my even numbers. What did you like or dislike about this collab? I can't answer that one. I created this collab. So now I'm gonna tell you, now that we're at the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you who all was involved because we have a lot of people. Okay, so everyone that was involved, of course myself, Christy's Corner, Absolutely Fabulears, Chronically Disney, Cinder Hollie Loves Disney, Erika DeOcampo, I feel like I'm saying her name wrong every single time, DreamItDIY, Elyce Between the Ears, Jellie's Journey, Happiness and Sweet Tea, Hollie Ever After, Lost Girl in Tomorrowland, Mickey's Magic, More Sunshine Please, Part of Rosa's World, Perfectly Cat, Serena's Sparkly Diary, I think that's still her, I think that's her YouTube name too. I'm looking at Instagram. The Kilt Guy, the Disney Damsels, Florida Freaks, TwinkleBellTerryn, Wrestling with Disney, and the Adamson crew. So that's everyone that participated, and please go check out their videos. I really do encourage you to check out their videos and see how they answered these questions, and I'm interested to hear the last question answered for everybody. Hopefully they liked it. If they didn't, yeah, you know, c'est la vie. Anyway, all right guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video and would like to see more stuff like this, because I feel like a lot of you ask a lot of questions about us and our personal life on the YouTube channels, and I feel like you just kind of want to be, like, you're a part of our lives by watching our videos, and I feel like you want to be more a part of our lives by learning stuff about us. So if that's true, let me know in the comments, and I will try to arrange some more videos like this. Or if you just have questions that you want answered about me, feel free to drop those into the comments down below. And if I get enough, I'll make a I'll do a Q&A video. If I get enough. If I don't get enough, I'm not gonna do it. But if I get enough, I'll make a Q&A video. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you again soon. Happy Vlogmas. Bye now.